Hey there lads and lasses, Jim Bob here. So the Happy Time Murders stars Melissa McCarthy and Bill Beretta. Now I apologise in advance if I've said his name wrong. I do pronounce many names wrong and I don't mean to. So going into this film I expected pretty much what I got, and that was a completely over the top film with a mixture of people and puppets, and when puppets die out comes fluff instead of blood. It's hilarious. So warning, there will be spoilers in this video regarding the plot of this film and some details here and there. So pretty much from the get-go, we join Phil, and he's he's a washed-down puppet cop, and he made a mistake in the past, which led to him and his partner, who's Melissa McCarthy, sort of going their separate ways, and puppets are no longer allowed to join the police force because of his decision. And if you really think about it, we see this premise in so many ordinary cop films and so many cop TV shows. So basically we have just an average buddy cop film with puppets. Now, one thing I was pleasantly surprised about this film is that I did not expect Melissa McCarthy to not irritate me. Like pretty much in so many films I've seen her in, she's the same sort of character, and she's just blatantly annoying. Like, for example, The Identity Thief, Spy, everything like that. And you just think to yourself, wow, I'm actually impressed for once. Pretty much she plays the same sort of character, but the comedic timing in this one and some of the jokes, well over the top. But for some reason, she just didn't annoy me. And that was actually nice to actually sit down and watch a character like that, not actually, get on my nerves. Now, the comedy is absolutely over the top. It's some of the jokes, you just find yourself sometimes cringing, but not as in a bad cringe. You just look at it and go sort of like, oh wow. Like particularly one sex scene in particular with two puppets, like Phil and this other puppet who turns out to be the antagonist at the end. And pretty much what I did not expect was when Phil decides to shoot his you-know-what. It's silly string. And the problem with that particular scene is it's funny, and it's not what I expected at all. Like, I didn't even know puppets could do that. But the fact is, the scene dragged on a little too long. Like, there's so much silly string coming out. So eventually you laugh for a couple of seconds, and then eventually you're just like, okay, how much longer is this going to go on for? And it reminded me of one scene in a film called Meet The Fockers, and there was one scene where a cat in that film, or was it Meet the Parents? It was one of them. Ben Stiller was in it, and the cat was on the toilet taking a crap, and the cat was like forcing it out for a bit too long, and the scene sort of went like unfunny the longer the joke dragged on. And that's the only major issue I have with that film. And with this film, it pretty much does that. Some jokes can go a little too far, like they're funny for the first couple of seconds, but don't drag it out. And that's basically the only issue I have with this film. But I was pleasantly surprised with it. I had a good time. It's pretty much an ordinary buddy cop film. Melissa McCarthy is not annoying. They have great. Her, despite being partners with a puppet, had great on-screen chemistry with Phil, and that's what I liked. But it's nothing new you've seen before, only with puppets. So, average buddy cop film, but with puppets. So, tell me what you thought of it down below in the comments. And if you like this, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.